Welcome to YugiBOOM, you guys. Abe here in the YugiBOOM lab, coming up with a spicy new deck profile for you guys. And one of my favorite decks, actually, I always like to use playing, is Blackwings. So let's get started. All right, so yeah, one of my favorite decks to play is Blackwings. Kind of power crept, especially now in the new meta, but it's always a fun casual deck to play, and especially with all the cards coming back from the ban list, it always helps out to have everything at full power. So yeah, let's get started. So we're gonna start off with the main monster, Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind. I think he's still probably the best Blackwing to play. He's so easy to summon off his own effect. He could, cut down a monster in half and basically get anything over like 2600 or more, or 2600 or less, I should say. Just to easy removal of monsters. Especially they can be destroyed by card effects. But you can always destroy them by battle. So yeah, I like Gale. He's always so good. And then Chris the Crack of Dawn. Run 3 of those. Just a big beater, 1900. Have him out with Black Whirlwind. You could always get basically any Blackwing monster you need back from your deck to your hand. So he's always good, and he can't be destroyed by spell and traps once per turn. So yeah, somebody tries to dark hole you, not gonna work. So yeah, Chris Crack of Dawn, it's good. And then we also played 3 Blackwing Bora the Spear. Especially now with the links, you have to get out as many monsters as possible, so Bora just helps facilitate that. You control another Blackwing other than itself, you can summon them for free. Just like, and Chris also has that effect too, but it's limited once per turn. But with Bora and Gale, you could, just summon them easily for free onto the field. And he also does piercing, so that's always good. Always get the extra damage in. And then I still like running the 3 Kalutes. He's just a good hand trap and just to get over something big. It's pretty insane too because he's not once per turn. So if you have 3 in your hand, you can potentially give your Blackwing monster 4200, and that's basically half your opponent's life points. So if you can do that. And it doesn't have to be while battling a monster. It could be even a direct attack. So, just go for a game from there if you have 3. But, that's probably maybe overdoing it. Alright, so, and then we play, I play 2 Blizzard just because, he's good for second turn. I like using him like my second turn. I don't want to go with him first turn because especially if you don't get any Blackwings into your graveyard your first turn, or you don't have any Blackwings in your graveyard first turn, he's kind of dead because he summons from the grave. But I like having him for my second turn, that way I can start going off with my plays. But yeah, he's really good. Definitely in the future when the new cards come out, new Blackwing support is coming out, especially the one that summons from the Banish Zone. Maybe I can bump this up to 3. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what the new cards entail. But yeah, Blizzard's still really good. And then I play a few 1-ofs, so Orochi, Harmattan, Zephyros, Pinaki, and then 1 Gladius. Oroshi's good. He also has like Gale effect. You can summon him if you have another Blackwing monster. Harmattan, the same thing, and also Gladius. Like I said, just to get those free special summons out there. Pinaki, if you use for material, or if he leaves the field and sent to the graveyard, you get any Blackwing monster, so you can get anything that's a little bit stronger, like Bora or Chris. Zephyros, he's really good. You could always, the play, you bounce back your Black Whirlwind, summon him, just extra summoning effect. Harmattan's really good. You can manipulate levels with him, so sometimes if you need to get like a bigger synchro monster out, we could always copy one of the other Blackwing monsters levels, and then it'll gain those levels. So like, let's say this and this, it'll be level 6. Summon a Roshi, get a level 7 synchro out. So it's really good. So I like those guys. And then just in case You can get over some monsters, you know, because nowadays monsters can be so indestructible. I do play a little bit of a Kaiju package. 1 Sticky String, 1 Radiant, 1 Thunder King. Radiant I like because you can get over it with Gale, in case you like, you know, you have it in your hand and you get rid of one of their monsters. And then you have like Chris out, you can run over it. But yeah, like, you know, have the weak one in case you have that. And yeah, so yeah, just they're there in case you need it. And just to, you know, get over problematic monsters. So yeah, Kaijus are always good, especially in this new format. And then the one card I still like running, even though it's a really old card, is Dark Armed Dragon. They want to see it coming. You can manipulate the graveyard a lot with this deck, so especially early game. Late game is a little harder because, you know, you have all your Blackwings in the grave after you synchro summon and link summon a lot. But definitely like early game, if you're able to draw into it, and you just bust him out, he's really trolls, and you can start banishing Blackwings to start, especially if you have a pretty good board, you can just drop him afterwards, and then you can just start getting rid of your opponent's field and attack for game. That's the way. With this deck, it's a lot of OTK potential, so that's why I like having him out. And then now to the spells. 3 Black Whirlwind, best spell in the deck. Not once per turn, so you have 2 out, or if you want to be really ambitious, you run 3. If you have 3 out, you get 3 searches. Yeah, it's just such a good card, and that, you know, that's why I was at 1 for a long time. But yeah, it's a good thing it came back. Alright, and then for draw power, we do run 3 Allure Darkness. Almost everything in the deck is a dark, except the 2 Kaijus. Also like Dad, you know, in case it's dead in your hand after a while, you can use them as a target. But yeah, just Allure, just to, you know, dig through the deck, get the cards you need. Always good. For board wipes, I run Dark Hole and the Kaiju Slumber, since we do have the Kaijus. Yeah, like I said, you just want to get your plays off, and you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know. So there we go. And then 1 Upstart, 39 cards in the deck. Just get things that you need. And like I said, you OTK with this deck a lot, so 1,000 is nothing, you know. 1 Soul Charge, just, you know, get those insane boards, and just bring back monsters you need, and yeah, Soul Charge, always good. I don't know how that card lasted so long at 3 when it first came out. And then for traps, I try to limit the traps as much as possible, because, you know, sometimes they kind of get cloggy. But I still like running the 2 Icarus attack. So almost a lot of the stuff you summon is Wing Beast and stuff, so having this out and just, like I said, being able to interrupt your opponent's plays is really key. Because like now, if they, you know, like your opponent keeps doing, you know, A, B, C, D, but you stop them at C, they can't go to D, you know. So Icarus attack is really good with that. As I said, you tribute one of your monsters, target 2 cards on the field, destroy them. Yeah, so it's really good. I used to run it at 3, but like I said, it can get cloggy, so I just, you know, turn just 2, you know. It's only there in case I need to be defensive. And then also I run 2 Torrentials. Like I said, just stopping your opponent from whatever they're doing. Like I said, I always say a well-timed Torrential Tribute can really hurt your opponent, so that's why I like Torrential Tribute. I used to run Bottomless in this deck, but it doesn't really work, so I like Torrential better. And then just a little bit of Solemn cards, 2 Solemn Strikes and 1 Warning. Stop your opponent's effects, you know, stop summon, especially off an effect, so he's really good. You know, Strike gets chain blocked a lot, so yeah, still like running the Solemn cards. Solemn cards are always good in any deck. And then into the extra deck, so probably the best one of the best synchros in the extra deck, Blackwing No Thing the Starlight. You know, just a level 6 generic, so but he's kind of like a cowboy. You can, you know, when he special summon, inflict 800 damage to your opponent, and then one of your opponent's monsters also lose 800 attack. So that's always good. Can get anything over basically 3,200. And then he grants you an extra normal summon. So if you have another Blackwing in your hand and Black Whirlwind on the field, you get extra pluses. So yeah, he's really good. Must have in any Blackwing deck. And then for the level 7 Blackwings, I run 1 Obsidian Hawk Joe, 1 Raikiri the Rain Shower, 1 Shidori the Rain Sprinkling, and 1 Armor Master. Armor Master is kind of there, just kind of like if you want to summon a 7 after you summon Nothung, you don't want to, you want to summon these guys late game. So, you know, Armor Master is kind of there so you can summon it first, and then afterwards you still have these 3 guys to go into later. And then also like later if you summon Hawk Joe and you know Armor Master's in your grave, you could always bring it back with his effect. So yeah, and then like you know he, you know, instead of him being targeted for stuff, you can target another Blackwing monster. He pops cards. He becomes a really big beater. I like summoning him late game because 300 attack for every Blackwing in your grave, and if you have your grave pretty full, he can get pretty big. And you know, Armor Master, like I said, he's there for the first level 7 you want to summon, but he still has a good effect where he can't be destroyed by battle. So, and you take no battle damage, so that's always good. But yeah, that's for the level 7s. And then for generic synchros, I do want 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Trish. Like I said, the Armor Master. If you summon Armor Master and then you're able to get another level 1 tuner, like with a Roshi or something, you could summon this, you know, Crystal Wing. Or like sometimes first turn you could do a Roshi and 2 level 4s, and you could trish your opponent. Trishing your opponent is always good. So yeah, those are 2 generic synchros I like. Any that you can summon in the deck. And then for Exceeds, I just run the Utopia package. You do have a fair number of level 4s. So, and like I said, just in case you need to get over something big, and or maybe to bait your opponent out with something. Besides of like what you really want to do, like I said, you do get a lot of free special summons, so you could always summon this Utopia Lightning. But yeah, Utopia, just because he's a big beater out there. And then for links, we have the new Wee Witch's Apprentice, 2 dark monsters. All your Blackwings are dark monsters, and yeah, you know, imagine Gale with, you know, an extra 500 attack, that's 18, so he can get anything over basically 3600 with his effect. So he's really good. Well, she's really good. And then Underclock Taker, I think he's still good, just to get over something too. 1 Firefighting Darumidal, in case you need to just get rid of back row, and also he always recurs your cards back, so anything that is banished or in your grave, you can add it to your hand. So like if you banish stuff with the dad or anything like that, you can always get it back to your hand. So it's really good. So those are the 3. And then for the big boss link monsters, 1 Saryuja and 1 Borload. Saryuja, it's really good. You can special summon a monster from your hand, you know, fix your hand with this draw effect. Borload is just really good. I mean, I know now there's like, you know, the new other Borload dragon monster. Forgot his name. I think it's Beauregard Dragon. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's good too. But I always like Borload Dragon. He's still just a beast to get around, and Saryuja just has insane effects. But yeah, that's the deck profile, you guys. Just if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. You know, check out our YouTube channel, YugiBOOM. You can see all our other deck profiles that we've uploaded. Just, you know, check out our Instagram and Twitter for updates to the channel. And yeah, also check out our new website. We're trying to make a new YugiBOOM website, so look out for that. And also, if we just hit 200 subscribers, so we just want you guys to know that we are going to be doing a giveaway. And yeah, we're just really appreciative of you guys subscribing to us, and just watching our videos in general, you know. So yeah, but we'll definitely be doing a giveaway. And yeah, just watch out for that too, okay? So this is Abe from YugiBOOM. Thanks.